Alright, so I was not able to do the SEGA survey, which really sucks. However, it looks like we have some interesting news here. For those not aware, there was a survey sent out by SEGA which asked a bunch of questions relating to Total War and other titles. But when this specific question came up and I saw it posted everywhere, my ears kind of perked up. Imagine that the next Total War was based in the following themes/settings. How interested would you be for a new Total War game based in each of the following themes/settings? Warcraft, The Lord of the Rings, Marvel for some reason, Warhammer 40k, which there's a lot of rumours that it's already in production anyway, Star Wars, something that Creative Assembly have flirted with in the past, funny enough, Dune, well, would be kind of cool, Dungeons and Dragons, Clash of the Titans, Star Trek, The Witcher, Battlestar Galactica, or Game of Thrones. All of them would be rather interesting sci-fi or fantasy settings for Total War, but the reason why this makes me really curious is they've seen the success of Warhammer Fantasy. They know that Fantasy and Sci-fi could potentially be their big hitters. Naturally, they'll still be producing some historical games because that stuff is going to be part of their core franchise, and there's already rumors that one is being worked on, but A Lord of the Rings Total War for me would be absolutely phenomenal. 40k is likely going to happen within the next 3-4 years. I'm almost 100% certain of that. But you see, this is big. They want people to say their interest because they want to think about the next phase for Total War games. We know that a new engine is being made, so they probably see a lot more wiggle room. This is actually kind of interesting. I kind of would like a Warcraft Total War, but it would be pretty stripped down. Game of Thrones would be phenomenal as like a saga-style game. Lord of the Rings also, you know, put it in Middle-earth, just there, follow the films in terms of factions and so on. And if they can get the same license that Games Workshop has, they'll be able to actually make a lot more fleshed out factions. Now, it was kind of expected when we started hearing stuff about the Total War teams, and there was one specifically called a fantasy team. We know that the license for Warhammer Fantasy is going to run out eventually. There's only so much that they can actually do. But yeah, this is going to be good, and I think it's important for the community to voice it. If you can do the survey, do the survey. You should be getting that as emails and stuff. It might not give you the full survey. I put in my age and my gender, and it just went, okay, thank you. But, you know, keep vocal on the Reddit, on the forums, all the usual stuff, because, yeah, I'd love to see more fantasy games from Total War. The format works perfectly. Imagine having an official Lord of the Rings game, right? Updated with the newest graphics, updated with the newest tech. That would be phenomenal. Having Star Wars would be interesting. Definitely not before like Total War 40k, because 40k is going to happen. I keep saying it, and people keep saying, it's not going to work. It's going to work. But, I don't know, man. Warcraft would be kind of cool. I'm rambling here because this is really strange. I wasn't expecting a survey just kind of outright asking what type of setting you'd want for a fantasy or sci-fi Total War game. I wasn't really expecting a survey like this. One thing I would like to say though is if we do get a Lord of the Rings Total War, let's see Sophia do it, because they've proven themselves to be a good team. They've just been thrown the titles that people don't really want. I've said it in the past, Pharaoh and Troy are inherently good games for what they are. It's just, again, Bronze Age stuff. It's not really that exciting, but if you put them behind a big title, they could definitely do it, honestly. I could see that happening. It's why someone is actually turning Troy into a Lord of the Rings with, modding capabilities and so on, because the format is there, the framework with that game is there. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What Total War game from any fantasy setting or sci-fi setting would you like to see? I'm still holding out hope for Lord of the Rings, and I will die on that hill. You have no idea how many times I've literally told CA staff, please, I want a Lord of the Rings Total War. Like, seriously, I annoy them on a very regular basis. But yeah, have a good day, guys. I'll see you all again very soon. It looks like we just had a lot of bursts of news today. So weird, man.